Hey everybody, welcome back. We're gonna do another strength workout today, but first we'll get started with some warm-ups. First up, single leg toe touches. So find some space. We wanna try and stand on one foot. And what we're gonna do is opposite hand, reach down. It doesn't have to be a perfectly straight leg. If you have a little bend in your knee, that's fine. This is warm up, but you're gonna reach down as low as you can. You get yourself back up, and we're trying not to bounce. And so on that same side, we'll reach down. Whoa, have some balance. We'll do 3, and then we'll switch sides real quick. Reach down, single leg toe touches. Nice, strong, balanced leg. We're only gonna do 3 real quick. We'll do more in a bit. I just wanna give you the tools so you can go at your own pace. Cool, next up, we're gonna do some lunge touches. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna reach really far forward with one leg, a little farther than you think. I'm gonna try and bend that knee, the back knee down to try and touch, but it doesn't need to touch. And then whether or not you wanna reach same side back, so unilateral, or if you wanna do a contralateral, everybody is different. So wherever you're feeling interesting feels, that's fine. So I'm gonna reach unilateral. And I'm thinking about reaching back and trying to engage my core, not bending and opening. And then I'm gonna take a step up. And I'm actually gonna switch sides each time to reset. So big lunge, reach back. I'm thinking about touching my calf. Maybe you can reach all the way to your ankle, but I'm thinking about keeping that core engaged, anchor that belly. We're gonna do 3 on each side here as well, for now. Boop. Big lunge back, drop that knee, and that big stretch opener in the hip is what I'm after. Last one, I think. We've already lost count. Boom, awesome. Last up for our little warm-up set, we're gonna do squat QM taps. What are those? Excellent. We're gonna reach down into a squat hold, and then a little hop back into a table, boop, and accept weight onto our hands. From here, choose one side contralaterally. You're gonna balance and tap your elbow to your knee. You come back, little hop up, and you stand all the way up. The next time, make sure you tap the opposite set of elbow and knee. So again, I'm gonna squat down, hop back, and then I'm balancing and touching, little hop, back up I go. That was 1 on each side. I'm gonna do 3. Little tap. If you can't make a connection on the tap, that's fine. But these are like mini burpees.
They're coordination burpees.
Coordination burpees. Little monkey jump burpees. Last one on each side. I'm gonna do the last one this way and hopefully remember which side I'm supposed to tap. I think it's, I think it's this. Nope, I did that one. Hey, boop. Cool, so that was our warm-up set. So I'm gonna do a series of toe touches until I'm feeling good and ready, a series of lunge touches, and then those squat QM taps. So feel free to follow along or go at your own pace, whatever feels best for you. But with those single leg toe touches, that act of standing up and not bouncing and balancing is kind of key. So don't switch sides each time. Try and make this a balance challenge. Even if, you gotta touch the floor occasionally, that's okay. And don't forget to breathe. Trying our best not to open up our hips. Again, this is warm up, so let your body talk to you and take cues from what feels good for right now. And slow is better than fast. Whoa. Cool. I'm gonna switch to my lunges. Well, I always have to do a wiggle. I don't ever lunge far enough back the first time. Lunge wiggles, it's part of it. Whoa. How we doing out there, everybody? We feeling it? We're feeling great?
I said this in chat, but if anybody has questions, feel free to ask away in the comments. We are monitoring chat, so we can get back to you. Also, feel free to lurk and not say anything. That's cool as well.
Oh man, remembering which side, wait a second, there we go. Remembering the side to tap is kind of challenging. Oh, I just did that side. Which angle? New direction. And don't forget to stand all the way up. If you're doing a thing, do it fully. I think I did that side again. I need a moderator.
I believe in you.
I feel like I keep doing that side. We'll just do both. If your brain is breaking like mine, tap both. Get back up. It's all good. Aha. Cool. Finish up your warm-up. Pause the video if you're rewatching this. If you're still joining with us and want to move on, we're going to get right into that workout. Charles, you're up.
Oh boy. All right, so as we move on for today's workout, we've got intensity circuit. We're doing all the exercises that are listed. I'm going to stand over this way just so there's a little bit more room on the exercises that we got over there. We're going to be doing a mixture of power movements, dynamic movements, and kind of piecing them all together to create our workout for today. You'll need some open space. If you have some time right now, you might want to look around your house or your apartment or whatever space you're moving in. You want to find some thick books or possibly a stack of books. If you have access to yoga blocks, those will work just as well and also be a little bit more comfortable. We're going to be putting our elbows on them eventually. And I believe that is all. Oh, if you want to play around with floor monkeys and use different implements, you could utilize a bar trainer if you have access to one. That could be a fun way of enhancing it. You don't need it though, really for today. You just need some open space and a little bit of a creative mindset. So for our first exercise today, we're talking about floor monkeys. We're getting a little bit dynamic with this. Feel free to play around with the positioning. You can do these for negative distance, neutral distance, or positive distance. What does that mean? I'm gonna use this space that's right in front of me to do some floor monkeys to travel distance. I'm only doing these in a set of one. I'm gonna finish one, and instead of doing them in rapid succession in a series, moving across the floor, I'm just thinking about that one solitary rep as I get myself ready. I'm gonna start in a ready stance, nice and low. I'm gonna think about reaching my arms out. I don't wanna drop down onto my arms. I want to reach them, place them, and then I wanna think about lifting my hips and seeing where my feet go. If I'm doing these for negative distance, we're thinking about reaching our hands out, lifting through our hips, placing our feet. Notice how my feet went behind my hands. That's a negative distance. I get myself in that landing position. I take a step back. That's one, and I'm gonna be doing another one. And if I do that again a little bit more quickly, I get myself up. And so all we're thinking about is just reaching out, placing a little bit of weight on those arms, landing, and then getting ourselves back in position. We don't need to go for distance if we do not want to. We can kind of tailor these as much as you want. If we're going for a neutral distance, you can play around with how far you place your hands by all means. If you want to go a little bit farther, if you feel a little bit more confident and comfortable reaching those arms out, by all means, go for it. And we're thinking about placing our feet directly where our hands land. So if my hands go right here, my feet are landing right in that same exact position. I get myself in that landing position. I take my steps back.
We got Adrian Paul in stream.
Welcome. Good to have you. And for those of you that have practiced these before, you want to be a little bit more dynamic, feel free to play around with positive distance. We're trying to land our feet past the point that our hands go. So I'm going to think about placing those hands down and going past. I land, I take those steps back, I reset, I get ready to go again. As always, we want to land nice and soft. As we do these in isolation. You can also, we were prepared, or at least Nicole was prepared. Got me a bar trainer ready. You can play around with bar trainers. If you have one, this just kind of mimics what it would feel like, or the experience of placing and reaching your hands out for a railing when inevitably the parkour gym can open up again, or outdoors becomes less of a crazy, chaotic place that we live in right now, and we can start playing around in our fun, open public spaces. We can think about reaching out with those thumbs, anchoring ourselves through. And again, we can do these for negative distance, or just reaching, grabbing onto a different implement. We can do these for neutral distance, which is essentially a pop vault, trying to land those feet on, whoa, and try to balance. We can also do these for positive distance, trying to get ourselves past that bar. So feel free to play around with it. You can just kind of enhance your experience with that bar trainer if you so choose.
Cool. Next up, this doesn't require any equipment, just floor space. We're gonna do single leg knee drives. So the goal here is to make sure that we're doing it very powerfully. An opportunity to modify. If we're not really comfortable, we will be coming down on 1 foot only. 1 foot is always less stable than 2. So I'm gonna show first how to land with 2 feet. With that knee drive, it's like giving an excited, powerful skip and then coming down ready to land on 2 feet, making sure that when we land, ball of foot is what makes contact with the floor, and that we're not trying to elevate our heels a ton like high heels or Michael Jackson, none of that. So with single leg knee drive, what you're gonna do is it's gonna sort of reflect that single leg toe touch where we're sitting on one leg. We're gonna reach back, hands at the ready. And as I reach and load, I'm gonna skip and powerfully knee drive. Ooh, I didn't show 2 foot landing. Such a liar, sorry. Reach, and knee drive, 2 foot landing. There you go. Your arms can do multiple things as well. So if you're driving one knee, your opposite arm contralaterally can extend, or you can do 2 arms as well. So whatever jives with you is absolutely fine. But I'm gonna get standing on one leg, we reach back, and explosive. Ooh, that was a 1-2 land. Let's show one more 1 foot land, or 2 foot landing. And up I go, 2 foot landing. 2 foot landing is always gonna be more stable. However, if you feel comfortable, you can land on 1 foot. So I'm gonna switch sides as I reach, and I get ready, and I go power, and I can reset. And then I reach, power skip, reset. Really press into the ground. Jumping as best you can. How many of these? 10? Do we right?
5.
5. Where am I? There I am. 5 on each side. So I'm gonna do a couple more on each. Reach, bilateral works for me. Reach, bilateral. So when I reach too, something to note, I'm balancing. So I'm not even using my foot as a kickstand, have some balance. As I reach back, my toes hovering, and I go and I drive. I can switch sides. Reach. Go. And then you can always catch yourself if you need to. 5 on each side, thinking about being powerful, explosive. Again, remember, you can land on 2 feet. 2 feet are always more stable than 1. Options. Next up.
All right. They're doing something that we're calling V-sit clamps. I'm sure there are different names for these. They can be done a couple different ways. It's a better experience to have something comfy on your back, because this is a hollow body shape. We're gonna be putting a little bit more weight through our sacrum area, bottom pelvis area. If you've got a mat, feel free to use that. Or
I have a mat if you want one. I don't think Charlie cares.
Well,
you can.
I'll bring it out.
You're allowed to care.
I care about nothing. I have no feelings. Isolation has made me hard.
Scoot you a little different so that your hands aren't out of frame.
Wee.
There you
Going
go.
forward. Wee.
That's great.
All right. So when we're thinking about a V-sit, what we're thinking about is actually making that V shape. We're in an acute angle with those hip flexors. We want to be able to get those legs up nice and high. However, we also want to we're going to be adjusting this a little bit. Instead of sitting super upright, we're actually gonna be lowering back almost like we're in a hollow body shape. And what we wanna think about is where our feet are going to go as they clamp together. We want those arms to clump together as well as they reach up to our toes. What we're gonna be thinking about doing is rapidly extending, or I guess slowly extending, and then rapidly compressing on down as we reach.
We got Lynn in stream as well. Hello, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Those can be really challenging. Obviously, we have a full lay out through those legs, out through those arms. If you want to make this a little bit easier, you can just isolate one part of your body. You could think about keeping your legs up. That's the goal that we're reaching for. Your arms travel back, and then you reach for those toes. Arms travel back, you reach for those toes. Arms travel back, reach for those toes. You can also do the same thing, reaching those legs down and then pulling them on them up. We're not trying to rock too much though. We're trying to keep ourselves upright. And as those legs come up, you're trying to reach at that same time. So we're not going backward into a backward roll. That's no good. You could also do this exact same thing, not moving as far. And all we're thinking about doing is opening and then rapidly closing. That's really what we're trying to get through this motion, is that dynamic closure. So we're keeping ourselves in that hollow body shape. You can even just keep your arms up in the air if you so choose. You don't need to pass back over your head. And you're just thinking about going legs out and then going in as you lift, in as you lift, in as you lift. The faster you can do those, the more effective they're gonna be. Have fun tomorrow when you wake up.
Audrey already says, I'm so very hollow.
They're surprisingly challenging. But again, that expansion with the rapid contraction is really what we're looking for. Translates into a lot of the different movements that we use in the parkour world. So get to it.
Cool. Next up, you can still use your mat blanket if you'd like. I end up not wanting it because I feel like I don't want it for this next movement. We're gonna do T-pulls, but in order to do that, we're gonna need some sort of item that will elevate you. Doesn't matter if they're perfectly the same width. So if you find two relatively similar books, that'll be okay. If it bothers you, you can switch them. But these are yoga blocks, so that could work really well also. What we don't want are, I have a ghost hair, it's getting me.
It's attacking you.
It's getting me, okay. What we don't want are pillows. So something that will squish a whole lot, not so much. So unless you have the world's most concrete like pillows, then there you go. But we're gonna find, I think I'm gonna do this direction first, and then I might actually turn away from you. We'll do a few directions so you can understand. So we're gonna start by laying down. These T-pulls are really super weird. So it's a pull, but you're pressing. Okay, here we go. You're gonna lay down. You're gonna situate your blocks based on how intense you want this to be. So for me, mine go a little bit farther down and oops, upright. I think that'll be high enough. I like to angle them a bit because my elbows, I don't do a full T. They come down a little bit where my elbows are pointing more down towards my feet. And so it's about finding that right setup for you. I think that'll be good. But what we want is it not too close to your elbows so that it could fall. Ouch, I just hurt my elbow a little bit actually. Don't do that.
The sacrifices we make for the stream.
Say it again.
The sacrifices we make for the stream.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. So making sure that the back of your arm is supported well enough. So again, this is like a lot of weird setup and then you should be able to leave them and not have to do it again. But for me, the farther away my feet are, this also makes it more challenging. So the closer your feet are to your body, that can help. What we're gonna be doing is not a glute bridge. You want to think about keeping your body as straight forward as much as possible. You are lifting and squeezing your butt, but the primary action is to press back down. So you're literally pulling the world and you're meeting resistance. So here, this T-pull, I'm gonna set my arms up. And what I don't wanna do is lift my rib. I feel like I'm projecting, so I'm really loud. You don't wanna lift your ribs. You wanna be a straight board. And as you pull and lift and hold, whoa! If you're not set up correctly, they'll move. A little closer, a little closer. Technical difficulties, here we go. So as I pull back and I'm trying to relax my arms as best as possible. And again, I'm not trying to get elevation with my hips. Oh my goodness, that's so difficult to talk through. What I'm trying to think about doing is driving my elbows down and into the ground, and you want to hold. So the longer the hold, this can be more intense. But ultimately what you want to try and do is think about lifting your chest and rib cage without actually arching your back. So you want to get as much height and maintain as much height as possible. So as I pull, I'm holding, and I'm breathing, and I'm shaking, and then I can release down. 5 could be enough, 5 of these with a decent length hold for each. Maybe you're not able to get as much as you need. Literally put weight on your chest that won't like hit you in the face. So fill up a backpack, put a book that won't slide off, whatever you can think of to make yourself a little bit heavier is another option. Otherwise, feel free to do 10. So 5 or 10, and I'm pulling. Oh, it's weird. It's awesome. It's amazing. And again, remember, I'm gonna do a different angle. Charlie, tell me if this looks totally wrong. Because I feel like this helps illustrate the arms better. Yeah?
Feel good.
Okay, so a T would be out this way. This is really challenging for me to have my arms actually in a T. And when I try and press, I just don't go as high. And that's okay, maybe I wanna try that out. But I can, again, bring these down a little bit, tuck them in a little closer to my ribs so that I have that extra support. And I'm able to, I feel like I can engage better. This feels like a better level of intensity for me. And I pull, and I relax down. That's really difficult to talk through. Oh my goodness. So, other pro tips. Try not to yank your neck up. So try and think about having like a fist width of space between your chin that you're holding. This can be strenuous on your neck if you're not used to doing things like this. So there you go. Your neck can get strong as well. But finding something that can elevate you enough would be wonderful. Honestly, these can be done with sturdy tables. Like, I mean, not that I want you to go grab your nightstands or anything like that, but you could do these against a table. Then press and hold, it's about the hold. So it doesn't really matter that I'm laying on the floor. If you need to find chairs to help accommodate, that could be an option as well. But for us, these yoga blocks worked pretty well. That's that. Next up, this one's fun. Oops.
Oh boy.
Move the blue off a little bit because I screwed that up.
What's that?
Move the blocks off. There, you're not far enough. Thank you. It's gotta look pretty.
If you hit that transition button.
Next
All right, back in screen. Okay, so for the next one, you're gonna need a little bit of open space. If you've got a nice wide span of room, that would be best. You don't need to take up as much space as possible. Obviously, be safe about it, but we are gonna be moving side to side a lot. I'm sure most everybody at some point in time, probably in a phys ed class in elementary school or high school or middle school or some of that, you probably have run suicides. I've done these. I did these in soccer. I did them during football. I did it during wrestling. They were like such a staple in all of my sports and athletic endeavors back in the day. We're gonna be doing these, but with ground floor movements. We're gonna be doing side monkeys. Feel free again to take up as much width as you want. I will probably be moving a little bit off camera, so I'm gonna start as close as I can to the side. Wherever you begin, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say exactly what you're about to say.
Wherever you begin, that's where you want to end up. For our suicides, you're gonna be thinking about doing one length and then returning, 2 lengths and then returning, and then you can do as many as you want. I'm gonna be doing 3 and then returning, but by all means, if you've got as much energy as you like, I don't know, if you got all the energy in the world, by all means do 4 or 5 or 6 of these.
And if you have the energy but not the space, you can also repeat. So
Correct.
Once you get to the like farthest point, you can make yourself do that so many times before you start counting back down.
So the idea is that we're creating a pyramid. We do 1 length back, 2 lengths back, 3 lengths back, 2 lengths back, and then 1 length back, and that is our suicide. So if I'm here, I'm gonna start building my pyramid. I'm gonna do my little side monkey to the left, and then I go back to the right. That's my 1, so now I'm gonna be doing 2. To the left, 2. And then I'm going back to the right, 2. And then for the final one, I'm doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Am I off camera?
But only barely.
Oh, barely.
That'll work.
1, 2, 3.
So as Charlie starts adding speed, something also to note, talk about the hand order.
Yep. So as I'm reaching myself out to that left here, my left hand is landing first. My right hand is landing first.
Oh,
Left
don't
arm
worry
is landing second.
No, that's not true. He's trying to do opposites to help your brains.
I know.
I like back, front, back, front.
I got confused.
Do back, front, back, front.
Back, front.
Yeah. So it's like the back of his body that's moving away and the front of his body that's moving forward.
So just so that I don't break my brain having to talk through it, I'm gonna be going through a full series, a full set in a speed that I feel comfortable doing. Feel free to follow along or do however many you wish, as fast as you wish. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Whew. And there we go. Monkey suicides. Get it.
Woo. So again,
Oop.
yeah, you can be stay on. The whole workout is going to be 3, 4, or 5 times through. It's going to be floor monkeys 5 times each, single leg knee drives 5 times each side, V-sit clamps 10, floor T-pulls 5 or 10, and then side monkey suicides, as many as you want.
Until death.
Until death. So Charlie and I are going to take the workout off, I think might make sense. Or should we keep it up?
I don't care.
I think we'll kick it off. And then we're going to go through a few rounds. So if you have questions, let us know. Audrey says the T-pulls are cray-cray.
The T-pulls are kind of fun, actually. It's a really simple. I also have ghost chairs.
Yeah, we're ghost hair humans today.
Maybe it's just staticky today.
I'm going to set this up over here so that it's out of the way, but because we can be like under the bar. Cool.
Do some ground kongs. Floor monkeys. Whoa.
And then you have to remember with the T-pulls, not to clench your fists too much. Wiggle the hands. Oh boy. Whoop. Haven't done floor monkeys. I'm gonna do those. Cool. V-sits. V-sit the world. So I get to show the modification because I end up rocking if I do the straight body one. So I end up doing my knees bent, which helps me. And then I always like to set into the hollow body first.
Yeah.
Good?
Oh, yeah.
If I start to my toes, I think it's pretty fine. I stopped counting. Okay,
It's 10.
that was probably 10.
Yeah.
When I start reaching out to my toes too much or actually clam, then I rock and it's silly. That's okay. Check in with chat. Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. Getting only an inch off the ground is a great feat for the T-pulls. Don't worry about it. Oh, I forgot single leg knee drives. You're amazing. Keep going. You got it.
I just did my 10.
Oh, okay.
They're over with quick, but they're challenging.
5 on each side, single legs.
For those of you that are doing T-pulls that don't have access to yoga blocks, what are you using? I would be interested to know.
Whew. Oh, goodness. Oh, I get to do the suicides. Can I move your bar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. It'll be fine.
Wee.
Whoa, I almost died.
That's kind of the idea, right? Oop, that's same side.
We have markers to show where not to go, and I almost slipped and died on it. Whoops. Not recommended. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Cool, and then we repeat. Again and again and again. Charlie's blocks are so wide when he's done with them. Okay. Okay. A little closer.
Interesting. Paul says he's using tackle boxes for the T-pulls.
Oh, good idea.
They cave a bit, so they're not too bad. I'll
You
take
could
a
put a
pic
blanket-
after the workout. Super cool.
Yeah, you could put a blanket over them too, because I feel like after a little while, it's gonna start to press. Like the yoga block is squishy enough, and it still is a little uncomfortable for me. You could like drape a blankie over them. You can call it whatever you want if you don't want to call it a blankie. I'm just stalling. Here we go. Get my amazing 2 inches off the ground here. We wanted to do a photo of the T-pulse for this stream, and we took some, and they just look so weird, so we decided not to. Okay. I think I'm doing monkey jumps next. I have to burp. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay.
Wow, those suicides get my heart rate up so much.
That's good.
They're very effective. That's for sure.
Oh, yes. Look at clamps next. Oh, I'm a rocker. I'll do an extra. I was a rocker. That's so far. Good job. I want to try my last set on the bar.
Can you do the last set on the bar?
What?
When you're the most tired?
No, because I'll make it smaller. It'll be okay.
Whoa.
I need your lane. Oh no, I could do single knee drifts.
I'm done after this one.
Oh, okay. Good job. You got it? You're moving it. I'm doing suicides next. Okay. Do.
I'm gonna put the workout back up just in case anybody is needing a
I
refresher.
didn't do this right. I'm surprised Joel didn't say anything. There we go. I think I cheated the last time. because I almost slipped.
You heard it here first, folks. Nicole's a cheater.
I'm not, not on purpose. Okay, single leg knee drives. Whoa. So, while I take a minute to breathe, should also be said with the single knee drives that the reason why you're reaching and balancing and not putting your foot down and not going quickly through that is you're literally disadvantaging yourself by stretching and taking away elastic energy. So you don't have the stretch reflex that way. So it's actually more challenging. It's like jumping on sand versus hard ground. Don't forget to breathe. 5 more
Breathing's
of the
overrated.
Breathing's not overrated. I disagree. As I lower, there's quite a snap, crackle, pop in this knee. Okay, there we go. Yep. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like a ice skater getting ready, and then I jump. We can pretend that it's Olympic pirouettes. That is amazing.
Like they're over so fast, but
They're hard.
yeah.
They're a good one. So I did all that. Back to square one. How is it going for y'all?
Oh man.
Get a little tricep massage going. Doing these. Something I also want to say about the T-pulls, because I don't think I said it before, because it's proper like row or support or push up. Make sure that your shoulders are down so that you're not here, that you're here, not here, but here. Even if you're teed, not here. Don't show your shoulders. It's something that you'll start to do because it's challenging, and that's okay. Monkey jumps next. Oh, I was gonna do the bar. I'm nervous about the bar.
I believe in you.
Oh, what if I trip?
Audrey says, it's so awesome to get my heart rate up and work on my strength in one small space in my dining room. P.S. I love my new bar trainer.
Yay! Who?
Audrey.
Yay! We're happy you love your bar trainer, Audrey. Thanks for supporting the gym. You're awesome. Speaking of which, Paul, we need to schedule your pickup. They're ready. They're beautiful. We're sorry. We're excited for you to have them. Okay. Focused monkey jumps. So I'm gonna just do a little pop vault first because I'm nervous about the bar. Yeah. Okay. Two. That's better. Stepping off. Over myself. Yeah, I'm whipping myself in the face with my bun. I need to fix it. We're gonna do one over. I feel good about going over, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Whip my
Yeah, the bun is
hair in my eyeball. I'm
it's
gonna
very
pop
expressive.
I know. I'll fix it in a second. It can just be excited about life. It's fine.
It is very excited about life.
Okay. Ready and last one. Yeah. I have to come. I use my mobility so much because
That's
it's
okay.
so low.
You use what you got.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, fix the bun. This is not entertaining. Sorry, y'all. We'll maybe end it there because I gotta fix my hair. So,
I'm gonna put the workout back up one more time.
yeah, I'm gonna just make a ponytail real quick. Okay, so the workout for today. That warm-up reminder review, if you want to go back and do that even as cool down, that'd be great. Single leg toe touches, big lunge toe touches, squat, pop back, tap, back up. And then for the workout proper, we did, I don't remember, monkey jumps, either negative, neutral, or positive distance, 5 of them. Then we switched to single leg knee drives. You can land on 2 legs together, even though you skip and land 2, or you can skip and land 1 back. Either way, you're doing 5 knee drives on each leg for the set. Then V-sit clamps we did. So reaching up, trying to keep that hollow body, making sure not to rock. Do 10. If you need to modify, only move half of your body, legs or arms, or bring in your levers and bend a little bit, and that's fine as well. Then after that, we did T-pulls on some elevated blocks of some sort, 5 or 10. Hold and press, the way we make it more intense, more true to a T, less intense, elbows down, more towards your ribs. And then last but not least, we did side monkey suicides. So based on your amount of space, you can end up having more and more numbers in your pyramid. If not, you can repeat. So you could do 1 twice, 2 twice, 3 twice, for example, in order to make that more intense and more endurance and stamina based. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy. Great job. We'll see you next time. Tuesday is the next live stream at 5:30. It's going to be a parkour class, and we look forward to seeing you then. Bye.